Blessed love, blessed love, blessed love, blessed love. Welcome to Murphy's Catering Kitchen, where good food prepare and wish you were here to have some. Now first let me give thanks and praise unto the Most High, because without Him nothing is possible, but all things are possible through Him. So I continue to give Him praise, I continue to glorify Him and call upon Him. For His everlasting blessing, His everlasting love, guidance and protection upon my children, dear children, my family and friends. I have to give Him praise each and every blessed day. Yes. So blessed love to everyone. First I want to say big up to all my Murphishas and Murfettes, and to all the man them out there, peace and love. So this is Murphy's Catering Kitchen, where good food prepare, and wish you were here to join me and have some, but one day that will happen. So what are we going to do in Murphy's Kitchen on this blessed Sunday? Well, I'm going to show you guys how to make some fish tea soup. Alright? So I have the pot on with the water going, boiling already. So we're going to do some fish tea soup. When we come back, we'll get to some things. We'll talk about some ins and outs, and some easy way out of preparing food and getting it done fast, so you don't have to spend too much time in the kitchen. Alright? So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, welcome back. Now first thing first, let me show you what I have here so far. So here I have some fish. I cleaned that up this morning. It's all nicely clean and everything. Let me give my hands a wash so I can show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, so like I said, here's my fish, nicely clean and everything, you know. So I'm gonna put this in the pot. The time now is 5:45. All right, 5:45. So we're gonna start cooking. There we have our water nice and boiling and everything. So we're gonna put our fish in. Let that cook first, and then we take out the bones. Alright. So we just put the cover back on that like that. Turn the fan on. Kind of be have to have that going on, as we all know. So the next thing I want to show you is, remember I said when you prepare things, the best thing to do is to get everything prepared at a time. So you don't spend too much time in the kitchen, have to be peeling and cutting and all these things. Once you get it done early, or say even 2-3 hours before it's time for you to cook, you can relax and chill. So you know, so when it's time for you to cook, it's just the pot and the food, because everything already. You understand what I'm saying? Prepare. So here I have a container with some vegetables. I have some spinach inside of it. I have some pumpkin, some sweet potato, some carrots, and some Chinese Eddo. So that's what's going to go into my fish tea soup. I'm going to add some small dumpling with that too in the same time, you know. So give it a body. With the dumpling added, I'm going to also add some beans. So I'm going to make a fish tea soup totally different from how you would normally make it. No, what you would call it, preservative added. I ain't gonna put no seasoning, salt and all them things. I'm gonna make actually an organic fish tea soup. Alright? So with that said, so far when you see what's going on, I have the fish on. Like I said, we started at 5:45. Fish is doing its thing right now. That shouldn't take more than about 10 to 15 minutes to get it, so I can get to strip off the bones off it. Alright? So I'll be back in a bit and we'll talk some more. Okay, blessed love. So our fish has been in the pot 10 minutes now. Alright? So do anything, I'm gonna give it another 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna take it out, get the fish off it, and then put it back in the pot, do away with the bones. Then I'm gonna add the vegetables, which is the carrot, sweet potato, Chinese Eddo, the squash, and also the spinach. I'm gonna have all that inside there. Then I'm gonna mix up some flour, make some dumpling. I'm gonna add that inside there also. I'm gonna have a can of raw bean, as you can see. I'm gonna add this inside there also. So like I said, it's an organic soup. I'm not gonna add no chicken soup base, no fish base, none of these things. Just strictly seasoning, pepper, thyme, scallion, salt, and black pepper. The pumpkin, which is sweet, the squash, have that sweet flavor. That will give it a nice blend. Give the broth a nice blend. Also the sweet potato will give it a nice blend. The carrot will give it a nice blend. Beans will give it a nice blend. So everything come together and make it a nice pot of fish tea soup. Alright? Murphy style. So we're going to work on our flour right now. I always like to make sure you guys see me washing my hands, because I know that's a priority. So when I wash my hands, I'm not going to dry it off with a paper towel or with a dish towel. I'm just going to mix the flour, because then you're going to wipe your hands off with the paper or that, and it's going to bring off that fuzz off the paper onto the flour. So here we go. So I have a teaspoon of salt inside of this, and I have some cold water that I'm mixing it up with. Just a bit at a time, because you don't want to over pour water in there, and then when you take it out, flour spoil. You can't use it. Too soft to use. So you just keep adding a bit at a time and mix it in. So thank God for this blessed Sunday, you know. And one of the things I love about Sunday is, I didn't say love about Sunday alone, but whatever I feel like eating, God always provided, you know. I have to give him all of the praise for that. Preparation is the key. You notice you don't see no whole heap of stuff on my counter? No, because like I said, once you get it all prepared early, or get it prepared done before you start cooking. Now you have some people, when they're cooking, that's the time they decided to do everything when they're gonna start cooking. No, I know I'm gonna cook today, so I prepare early. So when I invite you for dinner, and I say dinner is at 6 o'clock, trust me, I finish cooking from all 4 o'clock. I'm just chilling, waiting for you to come over. Here we have our flour almost nicely done. Yeah. So we started at 5:45. It's now 6 o'clock. Fish has been in the pot for 15 minutes. So I'm just going to finish this up. Then I'm going to take the fish out, clean off the bones. Need some tight dumplings, so you eat one of this, it's supposed to, yeah. Alright, so there we go. You don't want too much flour, because you already have a pan over there with vegetables, you understand, and food. So this amount of dumpling will go good. So I'm going to wash my hands off now. Then I'm going to come back, take the fish out, clean it off. Then we'll take it from there, alright? See you in a bit. Okay, blessed love. So here we go. And don't mind if you don't see me too much. So first thing what I did, I take the fish, take the pot off the fire, take the fish out, and then I'm doing it like this. Now remember, this is Murphy's way. Alright? So just do it like that. Just call this fillet. You just fillet the fish and get it off the main bone. See? Just pick that up just like that. And put that over there. So see that? This is all fish going back in. Just in case, you know, the grandkids, they may come by. Who knows? And if they want some, at least I can say there is no bones in there, you know? See that? It's all bones. So just take it off just like that. All bones. See that? It's all fish right there. And even us as adults, you know, fish soup, you really have to watch out for the little small bones them inside of it. Because trust me, I know it happened to me before, where a bone got stuck in my throat and my grandmother had to do some real work for me to get that down. So here we go. See? All bones. Just get that out. Now you still gonna end up with a few inside there, but that's okay, you can deal with that. So you just do it like that. Get off all the fish. Just like that. Get rid of the bone. And the reason why I use the knife and the fork, just being presentable in the kitchen. You definitely use your hands at times, but you know, it's more presentable to have tools to work with. I want you to see what I'm doing clearly. Get out all the bones. Alright, so what I'm going to do, just going to finish that last piece, get everything in the pot, and then before I put the veg in, we'll talk some more. Okay, so got the rest of the fish all cleaned up, so there you go. Just go add it in just like that. Now you see all this now. If I'm back home, this would be nice to fix up some nice turn-cow meal for my dog. Yeah, so that'd be nice, but they got no dog. So what I do with that now, let me give you a little tip in the meantime. With all them leftovers, food, that leftovers from after you finish eat, you know, the peeling from the vegetables and all that, I don't put it in the garbage. I normally have a container. I'll show you the container. I keep this in the freezer. I just put all the food kind inside of it and put it in there, just to avoid any raccoons or any squirrel or, you know, skunk or anything want to go through your garbage or knock it over. At least you know you ain't got nothing over there for them to get. The cans, I wash them out with water or soap and water. Put them in the recycling, so even if they knock it over there, no food smell, they ain't gonna get nothing out of it. So with that said, now the fish is inside. We started at 5:45. It's now 10 after 6. So see how nice pieces of fish inside here? Yeah. Nice. Look at that. Look at that. Nice. Okay. So now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to add our vegetables. Drain off all the water off of that. See? That look nice, eh? And we're just going to add it just like that. Spinach, pumpkin, carrot, sweet potato, Chinese Eddo, everything just add inside there. Remember I said we're going to have an organic soup. No added preservative, no soup base or all them things. No. We're just going to use just the food and get the flavor from it. Yeah. Wow. Sorry I don't have a camera lady to bring and show you, but I'll give you a glimpse of the pot in a bit. Nice. Okay. So we're going to let that do its thing. And then after that, we're going to add the dumplings after. And then we're going to make it cook down. And then we're going to add our bean, salt and pepper. And kick it up with some hot pepper, thyme, and some scallion. Alright, see you in a bit. Fish tea soup. Smells good and look good. Okay, welcome back to Murphy's Catering Kitchen. Good food prepared. Wish you were here to have some. Okay. Soup look good, trust me on that. And you know I wouldn't lie to you. So here we go. I'm gonna work on some dumpling now. And trust me, as you know Murphy don't play with food. Some nice little dumpling. I don't want them too big. See? Just like that. Being like I'm on vacation right now. I don't go back to work for another week and a half. I've been off work since the 2nd of March, which was my birthday. It was a blessing one too. Get a lot of love, you know. Even though there's some people who I haven't heard from yet, but that's another thing. We're not going to talk about that today. We're going to concentrate on our soup. And like I said, it looks real good. You see the pumpkin and the carrots and the potato, and just, just looking at me with the spinach just bubbling over. Oh yeah, and some nice pieces of fish inside there. This is how we make our dumpling now. We started at 5:45, 5:45. It's now 20 after 6. So we're doing good. Doing good. Now some people might say, why do you put spinach inside a fish tea? Remember I said, this is Murphy's style. Alright? Everything that you see me do here, when the restaurant opened up, you'll be getting it just the same. All the food that you've been seeing on the videos and wish you were here to try some, the day will come when you get a chance. We're just going to finish these up. Get them in there. And we'll show you what inside of the pot look like soon. So don't worry, we're going to take a look in there. Even though I don't have a camera lady, I'm going to let you see inside of the pot. And don't mind the fan. I got to keep the fan going, as we all know when you're cooking. So I'm just going to finish up. And I'll be back. Okay, blessed love and welcome back to Murphy's Kitchen. So, 25 after 6 right now. Let me get it straight. All right. So we are almost 45 minutes cooking the soup so far, right? The spinach is inside there, the squash inside there, the carrot, sweet potato, Chinese Eddo. We got the dumpling inside there, the fish, everything inside there. So now we're gonna add the beans. We'll get a little spoon. Because all the substance is in the bottom of the can. Get that out. Just put a little water inside of the can like that. Now this is what I make. Give it a good body now, you know. So we're coming down to the final part of the soup, where everything is inside, going to combine together. Oh, people, I'm telling you, this looks real good. All right. So we're going to let that do its thing, cook down. So when we come back, the next thing we're going to do now, we're going to add the seasoning. The salt, the pepper, the hot pepper. We're going to have the thyme inside of it, the garlic. Let it simmer right down. Alright, see you in a bit. Murphy's Catering Kitchen. We're a good food preparer and wish you were here to try some. Okay, beautiful people. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So we're on the final touch now for our, ooh, I'm telling you, trust me. You could see it when I'm stirring it out nice and thick, and the color and everything just looking good. So what I'm going to do now, before I add any salt and pepper to it, I'm going to taste it, because remember, the pumpkin, the squash, the carrot, sweet potato, that already have a sweetness to it. So we're going to taste it and see. Plus the bean. Now, if I was a strictly dreadlocks Rastaman, that would be perfect. Trust me. But because I'm not and I eat salt, we're going to get with it. Alright? So we're going to add some black pepper. That's a level teaspoon, baby teaspoon of black pepper. We can turn our fire down low now. Salt. One. Two. Baby teaspoon. Just gonna mix that around a bit. And next I'm gonna add my seasoning. I'm gonna put this in last, the thyme. Just something from my mom. I always put the thyme in last when you take the soup off, or when you take your sauce, or your beef stew or your curry goat. You just put the thyme in last and let it sit there. So I'm just gonna add everything else. My garlic, scallion, some onions, hot pepper. And let that take its time. And simmer down. The flavor of the squash and the carrots. Make the soup real nice. Plus you have the beans to make it nice and rich, and you know, a sweet potato. So we're gonna let it sit like this. Gonna heist the pot so it doesn't sit on the burner. Alright, so basically soup is ready. We're gonna give it another 5 minutes since I just put the seasoning in, and let it, you know, combine together. Then I'm gonna turn it off, remove it, put it on the side, put the thyme inside of it, let it sit for a couple of minutes, and I'm gonna share me out a bowl and let you see what it looks like. Alright, see you in a bit. Okay, so let me give you a little sneak peek in the pot, what's going on. See that? Doesn't that look good, people? Look at that. Look at that. Can you imagine? Some nice turnout. And you see how it's bubbling nice and thick? Give it another 2 minutes. So we started at 5:45. It's 10 minutes now. Alright? Left. I'm going to give it 10 minutes more. Alright? So we started at 5:45 and we're running, say, 10 minutes to 7 now. Alright? So I want my soup to be nicely, properly cooked and done good. Yeah. So I give it time, you know? Give the food time to cook and to blend in with the broth and everything and make everything look good. So we'll be back in a bit.